Good morning, Unity of Savannah. How's everybody doing this morning? You feeling good? Oh boy. We like it when you feel good. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Are y'all ready? Well, I got the power of love, God's healing power of love. I got the power of love in my soul, down in my soul, in my soul. How about our rhythm section this morning, y'all? We got Nate and Christopher back there. Nate's on the bass guitar, Christopher on the drums. my soul. Let's sing our song for our newcomers. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. If there's anyone here this morning at Unity of Savannah for the first time, if you'd like to raise your hand and let us know, one of our ushers will bring you a welcome packet with a little information in there. Do we have anybody new? All right. Got somebody down front. We're glad that you're with us this morning, and a welcome packet will tell you a little bit more about Unity. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Let's sing it one more time real good. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Thank you. We are so glad that you're here with us this morning at Unity of Savannah. Reverend Dale is away, and we have got a special guest that is a really special guest this morning, all the way from Asheville, North Carolina. Our friend Amy Steinberg is here in the house, and I'm very excited about that. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about her a little later when I introduce her for the show, but I'm just letting you know we're going to have a really big time today, just so you know. Just so you know. Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, the universe is really cool. So we're gonna have a great time today. It's good to see everybody as always. Rev Dale sends his love and blessings, and I'm pretty sure he'll be back next week. But he's away this week, but he'll be back next week. So Unity of Savannah is a center for spiritual awakening, where we recognize God as life, love, and the ground of all being, and we celebrate God by living lavishly and being all that we can be. Can I make a comment how much our congregation has grown? When we used to do that, everybody would only chime in on the loving lavishly part, and the rest of it was just kind of blah. But now you guys just do the whole thing. So we're growing here. We're getting better and better here at Unity of Savannah. And let's go through our vision and mission and purpose statements. If those are up on the screens, I can't see. Are they up there? Vision. We connect through the energy of joy and oneness. And our mission? We embrace positive, loving, uplifting approach to spirituality. And our purpose, we are an inclusive spiritual community. And let's take those ideas into prayer. So maybe take a deep breath and go into mindfulness. Alert consciousness. And as we're in prayer, let us state and affirm that nobody or nothing needs to come into the room, or we don't need to invite God into the room, or we don't need to do anything or become anything that we aren't already. Everything already is. It's done already. It's here already. I know in my life I'm always looking later today in the morning. I'm trying to be prepared, I'm trying to be ready. I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. And so the practice for me is always to stay right here in this moment, to stay right here in this space, to keep my feet and my head in the same place. To be mindful, awakened, and alert. My mantra is, behold, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And so this morning, let us just look around us and understand we're in heaven. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. We're in heaven. We are actually the Christ consciousness walking around in heaven. So our prayer is, let us see it, let us know it, let us feel it, let us experience it. And when we're experiencing it and living it and being it and just allowing it to be what it is, we can bring other people into it, shine a little light everywhere we go. And we're so grateful for all of our blessings this morning, and we just release these statements of truth into the ethers, and we say, and so it is, amen. And we will be lighting our Christ candle this morning. Renal is going to be kind enough to read the daily word for us. And our daily word today is world peace.
World peace. I live my vision for a peaceful world. To bring about peace in the world, I begin by paying attention to my first reaction when I feel I have been treated unjustly. I do not deny my feelings, but neither do I allow anger, envy, or other negative feelings to take control of my response. I feel my feelings, but I remain committed to living the truth I know. Regardless of behavior, every person is a divine being, a living expression of God. I call upon my divine faculties of love, faith, and strength to guide my next steps. No matter how another responds, I remain centered in God. My efforts make a difference. Peace between individuals creates peace within families, in communities, and among the nations of the world. The effect of righteousness will be peace, and the result of righteousness, quietness, and trust forever. That's from Isaiah 32nd chapter, 17th verse. And if you will repeat with me, my vision for a peaceful world.
And now I'm going to introduce to you my pal, our friend Amy Steinberg from Asheville, North Carolina, is visiting with us today. She's got a new CD out. And she's one of my favorite New Thought musicians that I've heard. Yeah, go on. And it's been a while, so we're crossing paths today. This is good. So, Amy Steinberg, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up for your amazing band. Dale Worley would only have the best musicians. So I'm so happy to be with you. I'm going to open my time with you by singing a song that's on my new CD, and it's called Ready to Let Go, because today I'm going to be talking about release, and we release to find peace, right? It's only when we're holding on to things so tightly that we can't find that peace. So this song was also inspired, you might know Eddie Watkins Jr. Do y'all know Eddie Watkins Jr.? You know his song, I Walk Away? That inspired this song as well, so shout out to my brother Eddie. Sun shines through my window on an autumn afternoon. Leaves falling down as the wind blows, letting go, letting go, letting go. let go. Ready to let go. Ready to let go. Ready to let go. Declare it to somebody. Tell somebody. I'm ready to let go. Ready to let go. Ready to let go. Yeah. I'm ready to let go. Ready to let go. Ready to let go. Oh, thanks so much, you guys. Oh, thank you so much, Marguerite. And I'm going to lead us in just a little meditation time. So I invite you to go into this time of surrender. That's what we're going to do, is we're going to sing a little chant by Reverend Christy Snow. I know y'all know Christy, Dale's bestie and my teacher. We surrender and we win. It's ironic, I know, but we surrender and we win. So I invite you to take some deep breaths, deep conscious breaths, breathing in and holding it for a moment and then letting it go gently. I invite you to do it a little. I surrender in your mind. Just whisper it to yourself. I surrender. I surrender to the higher, greater truth of who I am. I surrender. I trust and I as you breathe, gently open your eyes. Bring yourself back. I've been in bondage. I've been held back. I've been imprisoned by thoughts of fear and lack. And I had anger. Anyone? And I've had guilt. I've done a few things. These are the bricks on which my life's been built. But I'm free. Turn it around. Yeah. Yes, I'm free. Turn it around. We are all free. Turn it around. Look up instead of looking down. I get so tired of looking down. It's exhausting being a depressed mess. But I find myself distracted by negative thought. And I get so attracted. Shiny thing, shiny thing. I get so distraught. See, I know that I'm responsible. Oh no. For my own life. I can't blame you. Not anymore. I gotta lift my chin up and look to the light. Oh, yes, I'm free to turn it around. Can I hear a hallelujah? Yes, I'm free to turn it around. We are all free to turn it around. No more, no more looking down. Come on, Kyle. Oh, come on, Linda. held back. Only by myself, right? I've been imprisoned by thoughts, imprisoned by my own thoughts of fear and lack. I've had anger, oh, I've been so mad. And I've had guilt, oh, I'm Jewish, it's my birthright. But these are no longer the bricks. Let's go back to the beat. I said, these are no longer the bricks. I got love, I got joy. These are no longer the bricks. On which my life, no longer the bricks, no longer the bricks, no longer the bricks, no, no. On which my life is there. And no longer. So I'm turning it around.
Amy Steinberg, ladies and gentlemen.
Go on. Oh, thank you so much to everyone, Linda and Christopher and Nate and Kyle and Reverend Dale, for having me here, trusting me with your beautiful community, and to be here with you today, day or night. It's all the same. It's all one thing happening here. Repeat after me. Ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Some people might get that. The natural release that happens there with laughter. I'm so excited to be here. This is such a cool thing that I'm here because a friend of mine said, are you coming to Savannah sometime? This is like last week. And I said, I'd love to. So I emailed Dale. I said, what's your schedule over the next few weeks and or next few months? What do you have available? And he listed some dates in September and October. And then he wrote, P.S., I need somebody this weekend. And that's not the miracle of it. The miracle of it is that I happen to have a gig on Friday night in Ocala, Florida. And so it is literally on my way back to Asheville, where I'm from. And that's not even the miracle of it. The miracle of it is that he's in Asheville right now. So talk about spirit moving in fun and weird ways, right? Like how the universe replaces whatever. It's constantly working itself out. God is so powerful. God is so good. God is good. God is goodness. God is love. God is peace. God is all these things that we learn about here. And today the title of my talk is The Celebration of Release. And it's called that for a few reasons. One is because I'm releasing a new CD. And I think that's so cool that it's called a CD release, right? You don't think about it as like a letting go of the music, but that's ultimately what it is this opportunity to create something. And if you're a musicians raise your hand. I want to know who. I know I've got musicians over here, or artists or creatrixes. We're all creators, right? When you're doing something, you can tinker and tinker and tinker forever and ever. You could paint that painting for the next 10 years, or you can release it into the world. And so it's a really big deal to release a CD, to say, you know what? Even though the bass is a little bit loud in this track, I just cannot tweak this anymore. I'm done. I let go. I release. I think there's maybe a little bit of feedback happening. Maybe this mic is just a hair loud. You can pull it back a little bit. Give it up for your sound people. Amazing. John and Keith. It's John and Keith, right? Is that right? John and Keith? Is it John and Keith? Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, you guys. So it's not just celebrating a CD release, but it's also celebrating release, the concept of release. I mean, we've just had the resurrection, we've just been through Passover, we've just had like this awesome thing where all the holidays came together. I'm about to knock over that candle. I release this whole building into fire. And I just feel like springtime is so that time of blooming. It's so that time of relaxing. It's so that time of opening up and just letting things be, not standing over the plant and screaming grow at it, right? Not screaming at yourself grow, because you're just naturally going to grow. And we get to see that reflected in nature right now, which I love. And I just kind of wanted to create a little acronym. Does Dale use a lot of acronyms? My teacher, Christy, uses a lot of acronyms. So I wanted to create an acronym for release. Who loves acronyms? I love acronyms. Yeah, I just do. They help me remember things. So here's your release acronym, okay? Ready? I want you to repeat after me. Relax everything.
Relax everything.
Love everything.
Love everything.
And surrender everything.
And surrender everything.
Isn't that just perfect for release? So I'm going to kind of go through each of those things, and we're going to talk about, just for briefly, this is going to be a brief talk, y'all, because, I'm in ministerial school right now, and I've been tapped to minister from another teaching, but I'm in New Thought teaching ministerial school right now. So this is exciting, and I don't want to use the word scary, because scary and exciting are kind of the same thing, but I am actually nervous to be up here. So I'm going to take my own advice and relax everything. Take a moment right now, just scan your body. Where are you holding the tension? Is it in your shoulders? Is it in your jaw? Is it in your heart? Where are you tense? I Googled, what does tension do to you? And tension causes fatigue, it causes headaches, it causes depression, it causes everything really. And if you think about it, when we're tense and we're closed fist, we can't receive or give. We're just closed up. So when we relax everything, we're able to give and receive and be in that flow. I love that one of the principles of unity is elimination. We don't have that in science of mind, but elimination. Does Dale ever talk about elimination? Not lately. Well, I think about elimination, and I automatically think about how my body takes in what it needs and then eliminates what it doesn't need, right? And when you're eliminating, I always have to talk about poo a little bit. Don't you want to read something or count the tiles on the floor or relax, right? Because that's how we're able to let go. That's how we're able to release, is when we relax. And I just love what you have as your purpose statement. We recognize God as life, love, and the ground of all being. I mean, if you relax into that, then you relax knowing that the ground is holding you up. You relax knowing that it's your life to live. You are God's life, right? It's so beautiful. And when I stopped in Ocala, I've been caretaking for my mom. My mom moved up to Asheville to live near me. Yay! Every time I mention moms, everybody gets it, right? Because our mom is the one that installed all of our buttons and gives us all of our gifts and all of our challenges, right? And she moved up to live near me, and I'll talk about her more in the love everything aspect, but I've had so much tension going on that we're talking about. So in Ocala, I have these amazing friends that are healers, and they gave me a massage. I got a facial, and as she was rubbing me, she said, "Sharpening the saw, we're sharpening the saw." And I hadn't heard that story, the story of the sharpening of the saw, which is that you could, stand there at a tree and be sawing at it forever, but if you don't spend time sharpening the saw, you're going to be doing everything much longer. Everything's much harder. And so relaxation and actually taking that time to care for yourself, to do self-care, especially any caregivers out there. Is anybody a caregiver right now? I send you so much love right now, and I invite you to be very, very relaxed with yourself and to give yourself that self-care, to sharpen your saw. Not because you're going to kill anyone, but because you're going to care for yourself, and be able to show up better. And I know I was just so looking forward to this weekend, and then to be able to share as well and to be able to sing and be with you all is just another little gift from this whole saw sharpening experience. Alan Watts, any Alan Watts fans? I've got an Alan Watts quote. So Alan Watts is a Buddhist, and an awesome author that I've learned so much, but I found this quote that I wanted to share today. It says, according to Lao Tzu, the way back or forward to harmony with nature, which is when we can relax, is when we're in harmony, in the most radical sense, is to do nothing at all. Does anybody have difficult time doing nothing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So who here meditates on a daily basis? Anyone? Yeah? Well, if you don't, I invite you to try. And really all that meditating means to me is sit down and shut up, which is not the easiest thing for me, if you know me. But the pandemic gave me that opportunity to shut up. I think a lot of us just shut up during the pandemic, and not in a bad way, not like shut up shaming, but like just quieted down, went inside, got a little bit more internal about things. I think that's so healing. I think it's so healing to just relax. So let's say it again, relax everything. And I mean, that doesn't mean slump, right? That doesn't mean let go of like taking care of ourselves, but it just means relax when you're in traffic, when you find yourself tensing up, when you're waiting for a call that might be an answer. Relax, trust that the ground is God. You're being held by God, yeah? All right, let's go into love. Love everything. Everything? Everyone? Politics immediately comes to mind, right? I think about the story of the city. I'm sure you've heard this story before, where the gates of the city, there's a guard at the gates, and a stranger approaches the guard and says, what kind of city is this? Have you heard this story before? What kind of city is this? And the guard says, well, what kind of city do you come from? And the stranger says, well, I come from a very dark city. It's very angry. Everybody's rushing. It's crowded. It's uncomfortable. I hate it. I hate the city that I come from. And the guard said, well, that is what you'll find here. Later the same day, another stranger approaches the guard and says, tell me about your city. And the guard says, well, what kind of city are you from? What kind of city do you come from? And they said, well, I come from a very peaceful city, a very kind city. Everybody's gentle and caring and helpful to each other. And the guard says, well, that's what you'll find here. So what we look for is what we find. And they're really starting to prove that in quantum physics, right? The observer effect. We're seeing it come out. Science and religion are just bonding together to really recognize that our consciousness is creating our reality. And so when I say love everything, I say that because I want to be happy. I want to feel love in my heart. I want to feel joy in my heart. And so when I'm mad at my mom, right? My sweet partner, I have the sweetest partner. Hi, honey, I know she's watching. Her name is AJ. And whenever I'm freaking out over my mom, or I'm tense, or I'm angry, or whatever, she says, pour love over her. Just love over her. Because my mom comes from a long line of closed-hearted people, and a lot of anger, and a lot of fear, and a lot of worry, and so she displays that. But I know, I've seen that little child inside of her, that little innocence, that love, and she just wants my love. She wants it so much, she wants it every day. She wants me to come over for dinner every night. It's all right. And I have some friends who've lost their mom recently, and they say, treasure every moment, because you really don't know the relationship with your mother until she's gone. And that has shifted me, for sure. And I definitely am treasuring our time together. We watch Love Island together. Anybody? It is the most garbage show on TV. It is so fun. We watch things like we watch RuPaul's Drag Race together. No spoilers. I missed the finale this week. So love everything. I mean, I think about therapy. And, as a New Thought person, a lot of times I was talking to my therapist and I said, am I getting better? I've been with her for 3 years. I'm like, am I any different than 3 years ago? Have I changed? And she's like, do you want to change? Right, therapy. And it's interesting because I'm in ministerial school and we're learning about spiritual counseling. And when we're spiritual counseling, we're looking for the highest and best truth. We're not listening to your problem. We're not really giving you empathy or sympathy. That's not what a spiritual counselor does. A spiritual counselor knows the truth of who you are and sees you as whole and healthy and perfect, right? But your Jungian therapist listens to all your troubles, right? And I said to her, what am I doing? Why am I in therapy? And she said, my sweetest therapist, who, by the way, she began to study to become a therapist in her 60s and didn't get her degree till she was in her late 60s, and she's now in her 80s. And I'm like, please just stick around as long as you can. I love her so much. And she said, sometimes what I've learned over the years of being a therapist is that people just want to be heard. And just the act of being heard transforms. And that's what love is. So when we relax everything, love everything, we're able to transform. That's how we transform each other. And I heard recently somebody say, when somebody starts to speak to you, you can ask them, do you want to be hugged? Do you want to be heard? Or do you want to be helped? It's a good listening tool. I learned that in spiritual counseling class. So when somebody starts to kind of tell you their story, do you want to be hugged? Do you want to be helped? Or do you want to be heard? Sometimes you just need to be heard. And that's really what my therapist does. She just listens to me and loves me anyway. And isn't that awesome? So let's do a couple affirmations of love. You want to?
Yeah.
Love is everywhere.
Love is everywhere.
I am loving. And I am lovable.
Lovable.
Love is everywhere.
Love is everywhere.
I'm loving. And I'm lovable. I invite you to love everything about yourself. Can you love everything about yourself? Even your mess that you make. I got a tarot card reading from a friend yesterday, and I kind of think of it as fun because I believe we're creating our reality 100%. But she pulled the monkey card out and she said, so you've been flinging some poo at people. There's poo again. Poo twice. Okay. And I know that I can do that. Sometimes I'm a poo flinger, and not literally, you guys. No. But part of loving ourselves and loving our lives is that Joseph Campbell idea, which is you must give up the life you planned in order to have the life that is waiting for you. And what do we know about that? All right, so we get to surrender everything. Surrender everything. I wrote a song called Letting Go with Jamie Lula. You guys know Jamie Lula? He's another New Thought singer-songwriter. And the lyrics are, surrender is not a white flag, giving up or giving in. Surrender is giving over to the infinite within. Surrender is not a prison. There are no borders where I live. There are no borders. There are no borders where I live. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Surrender is turning over, giving up, turning it over to the higher power within, the God within. It's a big concept in the 12-step world. Any 12-steppers? I know a lot of you will not raise your hand. But that's a wonderful, concept as well. So let's remember our acronym for release one more time. You ready? What is it? Relax everything, love everything, and surrender everything. Surrender, surrender, surrender. A deeper surrender, a deeper surrender. This is what my life is showing up as. Life is showing up as it is. Loving what is the gift, right? When we can say, oh my gosh, I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm exactly where I need to be. And you guys sing about that. You practice that. That's what we do here at New Thought, is we're practicing knowing this. We're practicing this over and over and over again. And what a gift. I want to close with another little story, and it's a story about Reverend Christy Snow. And I was early in these teachings, and I was very fearful still. I didn't trust that much. And that's, to me, what surrender is about. In fact, I wanted to also speak to the idea of a trust fall. Do you guys know what a trust fall is? If you're in theater class, you learn about these trust falls, and a lot of times they'll do them at retreats where you have like 3 people lined up here, 3 people lined up here, and then a table, and you stand on the table and you just literally fall back, and everybody holds their arms. And it's this idea that you can let go and trust. And it's this idea that God is holding you. God is holding me right now. My life is unfolding exactly as it should. So sometimes that's really hard to grasp, especially during difficult times. And Reverend Christy Snow, she's such a wonderful teacher of mine. And this is the little story. It's just a little story. So I was living in Boone, up in the mountains, and I'm a Floridian, so I'm used to things being flat and lit, right? Flat and lit in Florida. But from Boone, everything's curvy, and there's no lights, and it's the mountains, and it's foggy, and it's scary. And I was coming down the mountain, and it was late at night, and I couldn't see, and I was so scared that there was going to be like a man with one tooth and a banjo that came out, coming to get me. So I was freaking out, so what did I do? I called my minister. And I said, Reverend Christy, I don't know what to do. I can't see the fog and the banjo and the man and the one tooth. And she said, take a breath. I want to hear you breathe. So I took a deep breath. She goes, how far can you see? And I said, I don't know, 10 feet. She said, 10 feet's good. 10 feet's good. Changed my life. I know. I can do a pretty good imitation. 10 feet's good. Changed my life. So sometimes we're not sure what's coming around the bend, and we're not sure how to deal with that next right thing. What's that next step to take? All you need to see is 10 feet in front of you. 10 feet's good. 10 feet's good. So relax everything. Love everything. And surrender everything. Let's take a moment to go into some prayer. So I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Right here and right now, I am filled with such gratitude for the knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should in my life and in each and every person's life here. It's a miraculous kaleidoscopic experience of being on this beautiful planet, spinning and energizing and expressing as the divine. I know that every person here is connected to each other, connected to this community, connected to this divinity that is expressing as each and every one of us. I declare and know with my words, I claim and name and raise and praise the idea of love, the idea of perfection, the idea of surrender. I claim a good and joyful day for each and every one of us, every day. I'm filled with such gratitude, such thankfulness to be here with you, to express these words, to know the truth, to remember the truth, to remind you that God is showing up and showing off as you, as me, as Unity Savannah. Such a powerful, powerful expression of God. As we expand and evolve, I know that this is already done abundantly, prosperity, overflowing with love, joy, peace, wisdom, beauty. And I invite you to join with me and say amen. And so it is. And I'm going to sing one more song for you. So when we say we're letting go, it's like, what am I letting go into? Where is it going? And it's really just going into that oneness. It's going into the ever-expanding, expressing nature of the divine. So I invite you to just lay it down right now. Whatever whatever it is, just let it go, lay it down, release it. The worries, the fear, the taxes, the parents, whatever it is, just release. I'm gonna lay my burden down now. Can I hear it? Oh yeah! I'm gonna leave it on the ground. All right, come on. This freedom I am feeling well. It can't be found when I'm looking down. No, 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 no. I'm gonna climb up to the mountains, spread my wings and fly, 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 fly. All these blessings I am counting well. I got more than all the stars in the sky. I got more than all the stars in the sky. I got more than all the stars in the sky. I feel light as a feather, floating on an angel's wing. I won't worry about the weather, 'cause I am one with everything. 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 This world is bright and holy, and heaven is in my sight. All my troubles try to find me, but they can't when I'm on this cosmic flight. I feel right everywhere now, and all I wanna do is sing. Not a single solitary care now, 'cause I am one with everything. 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 Keep it going. We are unstoppable just like the wind. Anything is possible from God within. The root is good in each of us here, and the nature of love is in everyone, everywhere. What spirit originates, spirit orchestrates, willingness granted to create your fate. One power, one people under one sun. Peace, love, joy, and freedom. I am one with everything. I am one with everything. 2, 3, 4. This peace that penetrates me moves quicker than a laser beam. Oh, that devil cannot faze me, 'cause I am one with everything. I'm one with everything. I am one with everything. I am one with everything. Yeah. All right, take it away, Kyle.
Thank you. All right, give it up for Amy Steinberg in the house. Thank you. Woo! I was moved, I have to say. All right, so first of all, let's Let's say our unity principles together. Can we have those up on the screen? All right, here we go. Together, there is only one power, one presence in our lives and in the universe. We are the Christ of God in expression. Thoughts plus feelings equal outcome. There is power in affirmative prayer and meditation. We must live the truth we know. So now we're going to pass the bowls. If you've been inspired, if you have been spiritually fed here today and you would like to make a donation, it's an opportunity, not an obligation, because your presence here is the greatest gift. But we are accepting donations. We're passing the bowls. We have on our website, unitysavannah.org, where you can press the donut button. Okay, here we go.
Did somebody say donut? I'm thankful, so grateful in this moment right now. I am thankful, so grateful right here, right now. I am thankful, so grateful in this moment right now. I am thankful, so grateful right here, right now.
Go for it.
All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so grateful. We are so blessed. As we give, we receive. As we receive, we give. It all is an infinite cycle of life and abundance and prosperity, and we are all tapped into divine oneness. So let's affirm together our prayer for prosperity. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful.
So grateful in this moment right now. I am thankful, so grateful right here, right now. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Thank you so much for coming out to Unity of Savannah today. We're so glad that you were here. Thank you, Amy, for being with us. Thank you. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. Now, if we could join hands together in a circle, and we'll close the service with our song. peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace it was meant to be. With earth as our mother, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. There be peace on earth and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.